would make a bed up. Had the dream of snipers on the roof, them people.
Welcome High Style Sundays. Y'all know what's going on. We here in Sound Tech Studios. Got a little Boca on deck. We here Remy Ruger. What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Good, good. Appreciate you for coming down for real.
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Of course, of course.
One.
So, tell everybody, you know, who you are, exactly where you're from, and what you do.
My name Remy Ruger, man. I'm from Baltimore, of course. You know what I'm saying? 1-5 area. You know, 1-5 raised. EV raised as well. You know how that shit go, man. Niggas be floating around a little bit, but, you know, like, yeah. I'm a singer, songwriter, actor. Shit, everything but your activist, for real. But I'm a motivator for the streets. Okay. You know, motivator for the struggle, the pain. I'm the person you look at when you're not sure if it could be done. I'm him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's strong, that's strong.
100.
So, all right, you say you were born and raised in Baltimore, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Zone 15?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what was it like growing up, you know, in that area as a kid?
My roughest days wasn't up the heights, to be honest. Okay. You get what I'm saying? But the shit I seen up here will fuck a kid mine up. I went to Edgecombe too, so Park Heights and Wiley all the way. You know, 4507 Pall Mall Road. That's where I was born at. Y'all know what that's at, the big circle right there with the bar and all that shit. And you know, like it was hard there for real, but if I had to be honest, like Emerson Village made me a man, like a motherfucker, bro. I moved there in the middle of a war, so it was just like if I had to say what it was like Baltimore, bro. Like it was like any other hood. It was like hard, struggling, trying to find some devoted moments and times to become somebody that didn't seem realistic. You had to go and devote yourself to school, or you go devote yourself to streets. The talent didn't speak to most of us till we was like teenagers. We never had true passions coming up because all we seen was fucked up shit. So when you get older, you just create it. That's kind of what happened with me.
You feel like you never, like, what do you want? Like, did you have any like aspirations to be anything when you were growing up? Yeah,
it was music for sure. Like I had those influences around me. The areas didn't make it though, and that's why I had a late start. But even with the start that I had was a perfect start because of the people I met in the process, like MBK Truck. You know, we still together, Big Steppers, you feel me? Little dumb things that we was on back in the day led on to this prior time, and I respect built. You know, like man, this is what it's about. Like, so yeah, I had aspirations to always rap. I just didn't know how to fucking rap. Okay. And then when I found my mojo from listening to certain music and time frame, a lot of 90 based music I was into because my parents split early, so it was just me and my mother for real. So it was like the stuff my mother was playing what made me rap. Believe it or not, it was more R&B than rap, but the R&B aspect of it was like, yeah, like kill it.
Fix your mic.
Oh, where's that? You put it all the way. All right, it's good.
All right, so you said a lot of 90s music. Anybody specific like that really inspires you to, you know, rap?
Fuck yeah, man. You got Pop, you got John B, you got Case, you got shit, man. I used to listen to everybody, Aaliyah, Left Eye, fucking TLC, fucking Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, fucking Macy Gray, Carlos Santana, man. The list can go forever, don't even. Listen, go forever, bro. Like, my musical content is too fucking out of this world, even with the new niggas. Like, I just be into everything, for real.
And I feel like, you know, your music is based off what you're living, right?
Yeah.
Because it feels like there's a lot of emotion behind your music.
Living and experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anything specific that really comes to your mind whenever you start to make your songs?
No. I never want to go into making a song with any expectations. You don't want to do that. I mean, my personal preference. When I sit down with a pad and I hear the beat, it walks me. I don't try to walk on it. I try to let it walk me. Like, so whatever beat I'm feeling at the time literally creates the mojo for the moment. Like, it gets harder when you try to go in there and say, I'm going to write a song about this. No, you're not. It might not come out, or you might just be that good at what you do. But the way my studio flow is sit down, find the beats. When the beats start talking, so does my mind. There's never no expectations. You never know. Because I make everything. Songwrite everything from reggaeton, you feel me, to rap, hip hop, R&B, you name it, like whatever category besides something out of my out of my verbal bracket, then I can't do it. But other than that, I can do it.
Okay. Yeah. And do you feel like there's anything that's slowing you down so far?
Not no more. Okay. I had a lot of I'd never been a wave rider really. Like my shit called Timeless Music Group for a reason. Like I never really gave a fuck about what was progressing because everything progressed from what we all know. Right. Especially in my time, I'm a '93 baby, so like around that era coming up hearing what I was hearing, that's the shit that's still making it right now. You hear the samples from most music is still going on. So my timeless aspect of the situation is just to stay there. And there was at a point where I had people like, no, yo, that ain't it. That's for the club, or why you keep making this sad music, or oh, yo, why you making this this style? Now, when they see it, it's just like, they be fucked up, like, damn. It was right all along, because I never switched. The next thing you know, I'm here where I am today.
So I want you, because I know you've been very consistent, and you've been, staying focused.
Appreciate that.
On the music. So I want you to explain, like, the benefit of that, always being consistent on top of it as an artist.
I mean, to be honest, me and my brother MBK Truck, we had an interview one time. We spoke about that, and necessarily, I believe only way to stay consistent in the life we live here, where we from, is to actually sacrifice. And we talked about what sacrifice. Your family, your kid's football game, your daughter dance recital, your job. You got to sacrifice kind of everything to give it everything. And if you're fortunate enough to work and do all these things around that hustle, whatever you want to do, if you're fortunate enough to do all that and put into your craft, you'll go. If you slacking on yourself with the money, you stupid, my opinion. Because most niggas out here trying to make the money or don't got the money and stretching till you can try to get that shit down for real. Like, you got to fund your passion. And the only way to fund your passion is to take sacrifice, bro. I don't care what it's for. I don't care if you're a drawer, or a writer, or an illustrator, or a painter. Like, everybody's sacrificing. That nigga took $50, $80 to $100 out of his money for rent to get whatever tools he needed to make a picture. Right. Believe that.
Okay. And I know we talked a little bit earlier. It sounded like you were on a little bit of the real estate side on other aspects. So
for sure.
Tell us a little bit what you do besides, making music.
I'm definitely a realtor investor, for sure, on the side of the music situation. That just came about not too long ago, me and my wife. You feel me? It comes a time that I always tell anybody around me, like, you get a certain amount of money, you watch what you do with it, and you start trying to put it somewhere so it can start to make sense. And that's kind of self-explanatory, but not for people that's in real time. Like, I took a sacrifice from it, and who's to say I won from it so far or lost from it so far? Right. It's none of your business. Right. But in the aspect of best believe it was a slower start you can believe to get to wherever I had to be in the business aspect. I'm a full-time father. I'm a coach for my son team on a football team, 6U, 7U now. He's the MVP of Baltimore, Maryland at the moment. Okay. Shout out my son. Follow his Instagram at King Armstrong. You feel me? Like, I do a lot of shit outside of this, bro. So people be trying to figure out how we find the time to do this shit. Nigga, it's just installed. When you love it, you gotta go to it. Yeah.
I know you travel now with this.
Yeah.
So what's that experience like? Taking your music on the road.
That right there is funner than being in the city for sure. Because when you step in a room of strangers, you're automatically underestimated. It's just our nature to say, well, what you got? Fuck, nigga, you keep talking about it. That's why I never be like, when I tell niggas I rap or do this or this, I don't even go too deep in that shit. I just be like, man, just listen. I don't want to hear shit. I actually got the type of criteria and category to be like, what's your vibe? What are you feeling right now? Right. And I play the song and hit that bitch on the nail. Mm-hmm. And you see that facial reaction. So Orlando, I've been Orlando lately, Miami lately. I've been to North Carolina not too long ago. I just, wherever the fuck it take me. I've been Atlanta lately. Shit, shout out Cousin Poogie and them. Shout out all of them, man. I'll be down there with Future Peoples and you name it. Starting for Vegas Peoples, I was down there with them in Carolina. You name it. You know, like just getting around.
Right.
Yeah.
And are you doing all this independently? Or are you signed?
It's all independent. I run, me and Jay Lee, shout out Papa Jay Lee. You know, the Power Syndicate, me and him run a distributing situation. Like, so whatever song I'm fitting to go with, we run it through and we do our own promotion, all from the bottom all to the top. I don't really even need a label. If a label want me, it's a lot they're going to have to come with me because I possess so many credentials that you need to be in the game. I can write by myself, I can songwrite, I can engineer, I can produce, I can do a whole lot of shit. So my check need to be colossal.
Right, I hear that.
When you get me, niggas will be like, what did he have? I already got like 6, 7 albums put up.
Okay.
April 12th, brand new joint dropping. Hashtag let me vent, by the way. Crazy.
Y'all make sure y'all get that.
Crazy.
What, so, you know, you've been in this game for a minute now.
Yeah.
So, what's like the craziest, if you can pinpoint one moment, like craziest moment you've ever experienced so far in your career?
It's hard to say. It's really more so, I got an old one and a new one. Which one you want?
Go ahead with both.
The old one is when me and MBK Truck went to New York. I don't even know how I ended up on this bus. I don't even know how I ended up on this ride. And he was just like, we going to New York. You gotta go. We're gonna perform. We're gonna be in a competition. And we rocked the house so heavy, bro. Like, it's still on YouTube. Like, it's not even hard to find. Like, rocked the shit out that motherfucker, bro. And it was like seeing everybody's responses go from looking at us like we crazy to singing every word. And then like now, it's to see my timelessness come in fruition. Like, motherfuckers is really like, I guess I keep telling niggas I've been this wave that niggas just catching on to the Ace Boogies, the Speaker Knockers, the Raw Waves, the Rez Deshans. I've been doing that shit. It just wasn't cool. Niggas was too tough to be vulnerable and understand that music is about cadence. Nigga, like, who gives a fuck? How you care about a beat but don't care about the lyrics? It just never made sense, but what the fuck ever.
Okay.
I've been doing that shit, man. Now that they caught on, every time we do something, every time we throw something, every show we do, word for word. That's bro. I don't know. Can I check my phone quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you. I hear horns. Probably hit my. You see my phone? You told me put it. Oh, I'm about to say you told me put it away. I put that bitch away. What's this address? 4524.
Yeah.
I don't know why, yo. That's one word I just hate fucking spelling. I just heard a horn. I just want to make sure. My bad, bro. I spelled it all wrong. You saw how quick I wrote it? I hate that fucking word, bro. That's one street I hate. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. So, all right. So, what's any other crazy moments you had?
That I can think of right now. Nah.
Like, what's the most memorable thing you've been through?
The most memorable?
Yeah. It
was all in studio.
Okay.
All my in studio moments really makes it memorable and cherishable. For instance, I did it's out right now, Remy Ruger, Out of My Mind. I did it with my uncle who's been all over John Legend albums and shit. He's a guitarist. He still live here and everything. Like, he don't even claim his success. I swear to God, like, the nigga just awesome. And I remember seeing my brother Truck Face in the studio while he playing the guitar to a song that I had, and we made it come to life. But that was a big ass moment, like, for us coming from the shit, bro. Like, we got a live guitar here, about to play it, hooking it up to the joint. We just enjoyed it. It was just the most relaxed moment I can remember, and shooting a video to that. Like, I could go on and on about my moments, but most of them are in studio. Most of them are memorable moments from me making songs from scratch and not knowing what I'm doing barely, and Truck coaching me through the engineering process of songs. Like, them moments right there, like them, 8-hour, 6-hour sessions be long as shit, and then how you just fought through it and make a hit and just get better, shit like that. Like, my stories are more memorable that way. I ain't got no crazy bitches stories, and excuse me, ladies. I ain't got no type of stories like that with y'all, because I don't really entertain them unless they love the music. Y'all love the music, I entertain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you've been giving away a lot of, advice live.
Oh, yeah.
Game,
Always.
If you can give some, last advice to like, I want to say upcoming artists.
Yeah.
What would you let them know?
It's 2022, and the biggest lesson, bro, I don't think my lesson ever changed. If I ever heard somebody ask me that question, is to be yourself, bro. Like, the moment you start acting, bro, you're going to get checked. Like, I'm telling you in another way. Not saying I ever been checked, nigga. Like, I earned my spot. I was myself. I didn't have to fake and move around to be. And that was why I got the comfortability I have. But you got to find yours. If you're a queer type, be a queer type. And niggas might like you for that. For real. I see niggas roll around in vans and I be like, I fuck with that music, though. You feel me? Like, he being himself. He not trying to be gangster and shit, man. Be you. You like to sing. You want to do this, do that. Don't let nobody influence you to be somebody you don't want to be because you come a spoiled apple, bro. You're just not going to last on that tree. You're not going to last on that tree. And a lot of people dying and flying right now because of those ways. They might have became a gangster, but some people just born a gangster, bro. So that's my advice, is to however you was born, or remember you born. You ain't got to be something you ain't. You 16 years old. Ain't no need to switch over now, nigga. Continue who you are. Continue on your schoolwork and rap. Nigga, the smartest niggas in the game with the college right now at this point. Yeah. So think about it. That's my biggest advice. Be you.
Okay. That's nice shit.
Real shit.
All right. I want you to tell us, I know you said you got an upcoming project coming up.
Yeah.
But tell us everything else you got going on, including that again.
All right, so April 12th, hashtag Let Me Vent. It's one of my funnest albums I got. I'm going to say funnest because Uncomplacent was awesome. That was like one of my favorite albums right to date. But this one I had just so much fun doing that shit. It was music from last year, that year, music that didn't make it on the last album that should have been, it was like, and this, you don't know how the fuck to feel. This is the one you start to pick and choose how you feeling. So April 12th, 2022 is already uploaded. Pre-order is ready April 10th. Hashtag Let Me Vent coming out. Other than that, coming up, I got some bigger shows coming up for sure. I just did CIAA, tore that bitch down. That performance on that motherfucker. I just did a listening party, tore that bitch down. Planning to go out I'm actually planning a 15 city tour across the region right now. Trying to get the cities and the venues down put. I'm trying to do 2 venues, 3 venues per night that I'm in the city. And that's what I'm planning to do in the span of 2 months to a month. I want to hit all them states and just kind of go dumb. Plan to go back out of Atlanta for sure. Like, just fucking turn up, bro. Like, there's so much opportunity out there. So, other than that, build up the real estate situation, build on the family situation, build on my son's foundation, build on my wife's dreams and foundations, build on my brother's dreams and foundations. Like, I do not think about everybody that's around.
All right, sounds like you got a good focus going on. You got a good motion going on.
For sure. You got to.
Any last shout outs or anything you want to say?
We could do that. Shout out to the whole Power Syndicate. It's a lot of names. Box Check, Dolly, Corey, motherfucking YG, motherfucking Muab, motherfucking Studio V. That should go a long line. Shout out to my fam. Shout out my partner crime, MBK Truck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out motherfucking Reasons to Society. Shout out to motherfucking Boss Lady Hustle, Data Imagine, Lane's Visions. Shout out to Perfect Truck Stop. Nigga, like, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out my mama, nigga. Shout out my kids. Shout out my wife. Nigga, it's different. Fuck. We different.
All right.
Yo.
We got Remy Ruger in the building. Man, appreciate you for real coming through.
Appreciate you, bro, just for having me.
Of course.
I'm a fan.
We in Soundtech Studios. We got LaBoca on deck. Make sure you grab that.
ASAP.
And keep tuning in.
That shit good.
So I'm back in these streets, yeah, it's back to the scale. Who made it cool to be living in hell? And I don't want to die, but I'm feeling like it's my time. while we standing on this front line. Are you mad cause of me? I won't rather be you. And I done made up my mind, y'all. And I don't feel like dying, y'all. Said I done made up my